What did you take away from that first fight that's applicable here in this rematch?
Well, Akale just made it a fight, and he went in there and just...
It's been an interesting path, a curious path for all of us observers because about his family name and legacy. And you didn't know how far he would go with it. He has stuck with it. Try to attempt to do that.
Yeah, absolutely. Say what you will about his skills and his talent. He's putting in the rematch. He wants that get back. That's what you want to see in a fighter.
Sam Akale's last fight was on December 9th. Won a 6-round unanimous decision back home in Minnesota. He's from St. Paul. That's where he defeated Trey Martin. Turned pro just before his 32nd birthday. Now he's 36 years old and a 9-1 record. In-ring experience as a world champion with kickboxing before you then made the transition to become a world champion in boxing.
Nico Walsh. Here, he's taking more of a boxing approach, jabbing with the taller, longer Walsh.
5'7" to 6 foot. Off balance that time was Akale. Saw him look down at his feet as if to say, was that supposed to happen?
Actually doing a good job. Even though he's the shorter man, he's landing some jabs. Good right hand.
There's a right hand. Point. We always dismiss the fact that a shorter fighter can jab. Shorter fighters, as long as they're committed to the jab, can absolutely jab.
Absolutely. I mean, the rule is...
Interesting to be calling a Nico Walsh fight here in Miami, of course, a city that the all-time great, the man that he called Poppy, the rest of the world simply called him the GOAT. But an Ali back here in Miami, so many great memories that Nico's been able to capture this week. His grandfather's life, his grandfather's great history, whether it's fighting in New York at the Garden, of course, the Garden with Muhammad Ali, memorable career moment. But you come down here to Miami, and there are so many as he was able to experience this week.
Exactly. He's very, very likable. He understands his position, and he's giving it a go.
Check in with Bernardo Sona.
Diaz is in the corner getting instructions because Salas is now preparing Robesi Ramirez for the next fight. But the instructions are...
in the next fight with Robesi Ramirez, of course, the Cuban connection there. Nico Walsh for a 23-year-old.
Yeah, I mean, listen, he's learning on the job, and he's learning as a pro. It's not like he has a vast amateur background to build upon where Akale needs to be more busy. Once he closes that gap, obviously he's a much shorter guy.
Yeah, you gain that real estate, get after it.
Yeah, exactly. You work so hard to get inside. Once you're there, you need to work. Approach this fight. Was he going to check his ego at the door, go out there and box, or was he going to try and outfight Akale like he did the first fight?
Decision making. We're going to place that right hand, by far his best punch that we have seen in the early defended by Shakur Stevenson, one of the pound-for-pound elites against Artem Haratunian. That is a card, by the way, that'll fight with Oshaki Foster against Robson Conceição. That could steal the night, Chris.
Oh, absolutely. That is show stealer written all over.
So after the double, I don't care if his arm is here. I need the 4 because the 4 is going to lead to the 6.
Don't forget about the Andes, okay?
Fight of his pro career, looking to avenge the lone loss. And early on here, as we begin the round advantage, he's thrown 116 punches. There's a right hand to the body from the
shoulder. Make a note, the last 2 rounds, I saw Akale getting closer and closer with the overhand right.
The 2-division world champion, the current lineal and WBO junior welterweight world champion, 40-pound title against Steve Claggett. It's been quite the roller coaster ride through the years with Teofimo. As we've said earlier, Chris, I think he's got 2 of the best wins of anybody in his consistencies.
And to speak on those good wins, he beat the guys when they were at their best.
Absolutely.
As well. I mean, Taylor was a nightmare at 140 when
pounds, and we will see him later tonight right here on ESPN.
This fight's about to get interesting. Akale is closing the distance, getting closer and closer with that right hand. He hit him with a slapping. He either needs to keep that left hand, bring it back, right back up, or he needs to change directions and move out to his right, so he's avoiding the big overhand shot from Akale.
Old school guys would say, touch some hot water. Hand from Akale, and now on the inside, tried to place the uppercut. Oh! And mouthpiece is out after that shot. As they brawl. You just said it. This fight's about to get interesting. It does. Sona Akale.
Things started to get hot. And Nico Walsh.
Oh! Knockdown scored. Closing seconds of round 3. And that is how the 3rd round, which became explosive down the stretch, is capped.
I was saying things were starting to get hot here. Akale closed the distance, landed some shots, and then moments before this knockdown, I think it was a right hand left hook exactly right there. That left hook planted Akale on the seat of his pants.
Heard Fernando Diaz in the corner of Nico Ali Walsh say everything from a distance jab. In other words, stay on course. But here's the left hook. Don't get off track.
That's exactly what I was going to say, Tess. I wonder how the mindset of Nico is going to be now. Is he going to get into a firefight like this, or is he going to stay long?
Bernardo.
Yes, in Akale's corner, Shane Chancellor says, I need him to feint his way in so we can get back from this knockdown.
Akale letting his hands go. We haven't seen that once tonight.
That was razor thin. 58-56 twice and a 57-57 scorecard for Akale's majority decision win. Nico circles out, gets out to the right.
I mentioned Akale's more of a fighter than a boxer, and at distance you see the difference in their skill sets. Akale. Oh, nice work here from that middle distance, long range.
There's Akale on the inside. A warning from Sam Burgos. Nico with that left hand behind the head.
Oh, good overhand
There's
shot.
a right hand that came in as Nico had his left hand down. Didn't have that guard up.
That front foot and shorter the way Akale is. Like that.
There it is. You said recently acquired an uppercut. He may have heard you here in Miami.
Rhythm, side to side, using your jab, okay? Everything gets started like that. When you see opening, sit the fuck down, pop, 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 work his body and get out of there.
Get to him little by little like you just did that round. It does not need to be immediate.
Run one, two, and go to work. Come on, bro. We're here.
6. Nico Ali Walsh in control. Nico Ali Walsh, of course, the grandson of Muhammad Ali. And you look at the waistband on his trunks of a letter that his grandfather, he ate a right hand there. Almost another one, sweeping right hand. Akale's bringing the pressure to him.
Akale's corner had said he's slowing
exactly
down.
What he has to get the break. Just mentioning Nico, that's his grandfather's signature that he has put on his trunks.
Akale does his best work when Ali Walsh has his back on the ropes, just like he did in the first. Yeah, that cheek is swelling.
You can also see that, that right cheek on the right side. Now he digs to the body, 2 punches to the body from Nico Ali Walsh. There's that right hand again.
Rhythm, side to side movement, fire and move. Very flat-footed this round.
Akale comes back with that sweeping overhand right.
Position, look for that overhand right. And especially now, Ali Walsh is putting himself on the ropes. Just the body pressure from Akale is putting him there. Then you got to bring that hand back up because that overhand right from Ali Walsh is coming in sharp.
Another sweeping right hand as Akale has Ali Walsh in trouble against the ropes. He's battering him. Right hand comes, blood around the right eye of Akale, but he feels like he's in control, wanting to make a fight of it and getting that kind of a fight.
Next to Sona. It's not about X and O's. It's not about number city.
Busy, please, let's go.
Get back here.
Chris Algieri, Nico Ali Walsh found himself in trouble in that 5th round.
Yeah, those overhand rights were landing at will. And this is where you see the inexperience of Ali Walsh. Seeing these shots coming, keeping his eyes down, not seeing these shots. Akale diving in, just like his corner was asking.
At distance, Ali Walsh is fine, but Akale's closing the gap.
Says Mark, 10-8, 3rd round.
Cushion of that knockdown may prove very important in this fight.
Telling Ali Walsh, get off the ropes, utilize the jab.
Look at the lead. That looks like a dislocated shoulder.
He's trying to hit it himself. It's hanging down.
Absolutely.
See the bone popping out of Nico Ali Walsh's left shoulder.
That's very bad being that's his lead.
He actually punched it, trying to get it back into place.
Big right hand. And also, he's not going to be able to defend himself keeping that hand up now. Switching southpaw is Ali Walsh. He can do that, though.
Look at the left shoulder of Nico Ali Walsh. Exchange early in this round where Akale came in, forced himself in early, hooked him behind the head.
Last 2 rounds.
Well, Akale should be swinging right hands if he can't get his left hand up in a defensive posture.
I don't know if he realizes that.
Of awareness, of ring generalship and awareness.
I don't even know if his corner's realizing it. They should be screaming from the rafters. I don't understand
the entire round. It's dangling like a damaged limb on a tree, and you're not throwing right hands at him. Final 10 seconds, and somehow Nico Ali Walsh is going to gut it out and get to this finish line as he eats a right hand at the end, and he's a one-arm fighter for the 6 rounds. Watch this scene, Chris.
Yeah, I saw that jump. I didn't know that. I thought he was just trying to energize himself, not realizing that he was trying to pop that dislocated shoulder back into place. Yeah, it's already out at this point. You see him doubling up. That Haney trying to hit himself to knock the shoulder back into place.
For your winner by unanimous decision, the legend lives on, Nico.